Saturday afternoon, a few days after my daughter was born. I sat in the living room, watching a film made to Benjamin Britten's War Requiem. She slept beside me, every so often shaking her foot in her sleep, as though sprinkling some droplets of water into a vertical lake. The music of the War Requiem is unmistakably warlike to our adult minds. The drums, the Latin voices of the dark angels in Mass for the Dead, the horrific strings and haunted winds that blow through the woods, the loud voices of the men. And then, there is my little pink foot, dangling out of the rushes. When I started watching, I was doing so from a professional standpoint. I wondered about the cohesion of film and music and poetry. Very quickly, though, I watched, feeling the peace as a terror, a shared and a remembered terror. Now the wonder dawned sickeningly that my daughter's dreams were affected by the Requiem, that at 4 weeks old I was giving her the mental vocabulary and form of this massive terror as she slept. What can we keep to ourselves? The orphan. First of the gusty God-oppressed definitions, first of the incarnations of God oppressing the gusts, first bandits with blood unfurled and the stolen money flowing like water, first the friendly turf of the falcon-strung sky, first sad astonishment of the children travelling in lines below the falcon strings. Definitions in children guiding each other, and defining in the guiding and travelling. One border that is stolen from the arms of the strangers, at risk and at length. The dictionary cannot contain an incarnation of such long odds. The lengthy risk, only to rid ourselves in the sea of our definition. Daughter, when this book of mine arrives, when these pages which scientifically lacerate each and every of the internal tensions that exist within me, there will be no more mining of the appetite of thought. When these doors are opened and the carpet signals the imminent arrival, study doors, marked boxes, I will become feline and travel the China road alone with nothing to spend but my falseness. I will become thoughtful, like this, surfacing in flames in the wall of branches, the outside of a zero bulging with depths. Understand that I have much to give you. Daughter, which name, which label ultimately entangles us with the page of our face by being the last one, the final groaning, folios of the snow-blonde banker, an Arctic calm. On this road, is the dove the only thing we have to navigate by? Lassos encircle us now, they carry you straight to me. One spaghetti string, one scuffle in the alley ring of speeches, one open folio by the captain of magic, one public space, one water spray, one blonde river base, one gun with one ending loaded in odium. This, dear daughter, is the quest for the end of the page, and you will share it alone. Find one bosom in the page to incline to. Quickly and without forgiveness or reparations, place upon place, the main road, thoughtful ocean edges, thoughtful to the gallows. Lonely orphan, the only one to be taken, choking all the while over the first and last crests, floating first and final crests, choking in the swirling surfaces, choking and swirling in the surfaces that switch like the paths of falcons. one switch of the path of the falcon swirling into the stringing road. Water will swallow you whole. You will be taken down to the depths of the chest. Are you okay? And you will reply, I'm gone. Will you come, daughter, after the page has been internalized into all pages? Come with me, daughter, along the length of the page in the state you wrote it, in the style of the protestations of the horse that bolts. Like this is the thought sapped. Sleeping we are pushed, we are slid inside the superficial base, the magnetic grave which tears in the earth. Fathom that in the afterlife, fathom that. There is only one profound consciousness, only this easy definition. One man, one dead man. One man with fire-choking fingers of his hand pointing heavenward, sliding to attention. A person alone. We reach out for the link between the vapour of abstraction and the crystallised thought and find ourselves afloat. We are rolling. Each line sometimes seems encountered rather than simply heard. The pregnancy was long and dense, and the reward didn't come only at the end, but from a concerted attention on this very density. We refused also in our hearts to undo the balance of the surreal and the philosophical. Love is composed of the complexity it is observing, so gentle its ferocious understanding. We sit and look at the lake. Give us a mirage of thoughts to see through the window as we thoughtlessly go, cost upon cost, contradicting our thoughts.